late show, this Anglia Soccer Special. It's been a marvellous league season around the region on the whole, but it's not over yet, as Ipswich and Colchester are drawn into the perils of the playoffs. It's a knockout system designed to find one remaining place in 3 divisions. For instance, from this group, playing the first legs tonight, the second legs on Sunday, there'll then be a final, also over 2 legs next week, to produce 1 winner. Just down the road, Colchester start on the same trail to find which club will play in the 3rd division next season. But tonight, here at Portman Road, it's a First Division football which is at stake as Ipswich Town take on Charlton Athletic. Well, Ipswich, who finished 5th in the 2nd division, are lucky the door's still open. Under the old system, of course, they'd be out in the cold, so there could be less pressure on them here. But injury to defender Ian Cranston is a blow, and to John Dean, as goals haven't been at all easy to come by. With a lot of responsibility on Kevin Wilson, his 25 goals, a lot to do with their getting a second chance. Charlton, a First Division side for the moment, are unlucky to be dragged into this drama, escaping immediate relegation of the bottom 3 by 2 points through a good late run. Now they must run the gauntlet again. They too aren't quite at full strength. The referee is Dennis Hedges from Headington, Oxford, about to take league football into unknown territory. As we move into the playoffs, introducing a cup element. And the bookmakers quoting Ipswich as the 11-2 outsiders in this group, with Charlton the 7-4 favourites, which odds, I dare say, might interest the man alongside me, John Dean of Ipswich, former Norwich City player, of course. John, good odds?
Great odds, I think, really. I personally believe that the team who will be promoted will come from this game. So 11-2 in a 2-horse race, great value for me, and I took a little bit of that Monday morning from Mr. Ladbroke.
Right, but obviously both these sides will take a little bit of settling down. They've both been under different sorts of pressure this season. Charlton fighting for their lives in a higher division. They were promoted with Norwich and Wimbledon previous season, and they've finished well this season with only 3 defeats out of the last 10 games. Ipswich also have come good in the last stages. Wilson chasing this one. Britt playing at right back. He's come into the side because of suspension to Humphrey. They're not totally at full strength at Charlton. So good. It'll be a tough one for him, though, in the minutes to come. Steve Britt with the throw. Britt again, looking for Garth Crooks and O'Donnell. Walsh coming in on this with Stewart. Pink couldn't get it. Got it that time, though. Forward by Britt. O'Donnell puts it out. There's quite a bit of pace in the Charlton front 3. Stewart, Crooks, Melrose, no slouch. Crooks back to Peake. Atkins just knocks it away well, does a good job. Humes gets a foot in there. Colin Walsh, going to be their most talented midfield player. It's a good ball to Crooks. Walsh is getting forward again. Walsh, and that's a penalty. It was good play by Charlton, and I think it was a penalty. John, what do you think?
I didn't think it was a penalty, to be honest. I thought the lad had lost control of it, and I thought he went down very, very quickly. It was very good play to come in, though. Here we are, look on the replay. Ball in. Garth Crooks lays it off, takes it very quickly. It's another touch. No, it wasn't a penalty, and Atkins pulled out the tackle.
Any other referee pointed to the spot. It's Colin Walsh. They had their first penalty of the season in their last league match against Queen's Park Rangers, and here's the second. Such a vital moment. Colin Walsh. And he saved it!
Well justice done there. Paul Cooper, a tremendous record over his career of saving penalties, and fully deserved that. Maybe a psychological boost for us as well.
A terrific save by Paul Cooper. He's done it time and time again. Beautiful bit of blocking. But it's a corner, and as John said, it might be an ideal psychological boost for them, but the danger is not over. Walsh's corner. Miller couldn't get there. And the whistle has gone. But just as a talking point, how does this fella save penalties like that?
Well, time in, week out. I went to Birmingham, I pointed one way when we had a penalty against us. He didn't even look at me, and I was so certain, you know, I used to take it myself at Norwich. I was so certain the lad was going to put it one way, and yet he seems to have an instinct for it, and he goes the right way time and time again and saves them.
But you still believe that that wasn't a penalty anyhow?
No, no way at all. The lad knew what he was doing, actually, as he came into the box. It's always a danger if someone's running into the box particularly quickly that, you know, he's liable to push it and dive. From here, it did look as though Ian had contacted him, but as you saw in the slow motion replay, he definitely pulled out of it. Here, we'll have a look again now. 1, 2, no, he doesn't want to know. He's got his hands up already, you know, before the ball goes through.
Wilson got a rebound. Giselle is forward. Nudged away. Fouled. Looks really smooth on the ball, Jason Giselle, John.
Wonderful silky skills, you know, he does some tremendous things in training. He'd be £1 million player if he could just put his tally of goals up a little bit more.
Quick one to Steve McCall. Here's Giselle again. Leghorn. Good challenge, though. Eyes by Grit. Not yet, though. Grit, actually named, kept at it. The most experienced player. Free kick then being pushed out again wide. Humes is in there. It's not deep enough for any of them. It's going to be picked up here by Brennan. Charlton push out. And onside here, Giselle. One man left him onside and left him with a chance. John, should he have hit it first time?
Yeah, I think he did the right thing. If he'd have took it down, he'd have probably got closed down very quickly. He had to take a chance, 50-50, he had a gamble. Good strike, a bit unlucky that he didn't hit the target.
So they've certainly got a few shots in since the penalty miss. Or should I call it a penalty zone? Time's that penalty one. There's a flick backwards and Crooks is almost onto that one. Again, one of these players up front for Charlton who are very, very quick. And Giselle is pushed farther forward. Holds it up well. Humes. Yallop. In for Giselle. Forward for Wilson. Miller's there first. Under a bit of pressure from Zondervan. Miller asking for a call from the goalkeeper. And Stewart is hurt there as the game goes on. McCall. Brennan goes forward, McCall's coming with him, Brennan's in a useful position. And that's deflected away. Appears a handball from a few thousand. But the corner is given. No, it is.
Well, Jerry, to me, that looked inside the box. If it's handball, it's inside the box.
It would certainly look like that to me. But the linesman says, no, it wasn't. It was well outside, according to this. Go back again. Because the injury to Mark Stewart has mean we're holding things up for the moment. And you can see, obviously, what the problem is.
Here we go, Jerry.
Inside or outside the area? Well, Brennan cuts it back. He's outside, but only just the hand looked inside. Body outside, so just about right, but certainly not from where the kick's been taken. Right, free kick eventually. But I feel that Stewart might need a little bit more attention. Stewart is going to play on. Here comes the free kick. Cleghorn to take it. And the whistle's gone. Have we got to go back again because the trainer wasn't off the field? I think we have. So Ipswich get another chance from this free kick. I think Charlton are too happy about that. So here we go again. Cleghorn and Zondervan. Boulder stays where he is. Oh, Boulder, brilliant save. An amazing save by Bob Boulder. Was it O'Donnell who came in there, but he certainly did everything right. Headed it down. And Boulder did superbly to keep that one out.
Yeah, he's knocked it down nicely. It's a great save. Fair play. Kevin Wilson in the right spot again. Great save.
Terrific save. Space here for Reed. Here's Walsh with Zondervan. That's a useful cross. And Cooper's there, and it was scrambled away as Melrose looked as if he couldn't fail to put that one in. Paul Cooper, brilliant in the penalty save, a little bit doubtful here. And as he couldn't get it, Melrose looks as if he couldn't miss, but it goes off the goalkeeper and out of play for a corner. A Melrose miss or a bit of fortune from the goalkeeper? Oh, a brilliant header, and off the top of the bar, Melrose again. So Melrose unlucky twice within the space of seconds.
Yeah, a little bit unlucky there, wasn't he, Jerry? I think Paul decided to try and hang on to that first cross, and he probably should have punched it. But in the heat of the moment, you do things like that. He's got away with it. We've hit the bar. We're leading a bit of a charm life for the last couple of minutes. As I said, maybe the fates are for us tonight.
Hard one for Dazelle, and Steve Gritt allows that one to run out. Well touched on by Crooks, and there's a free kick here to Ipswich. Quickly taken to Ian Atkins. Forward for Jason Dazelle. Can he get behind his man? Nicely done. Jockey Wilson. And almost deflected in. Again, it's Boulder who does brilliantly, this time from Tony Humes. How does he hang on to him?
Two top-class saves there, very, very quickly in succession. Would like to have seen one of them go in just before half-time, really, Jerry.
Well, the ball flicked forward well by Atkins, and Jason Dazelle does well to get it down there to Wilson. It's then put back, rebound, and Humes looks as if he can't fail, but that's brilliant goalkeeping. The coach and manager of Ipswich waiting for the half-time whistle as we move into the second minute of time added on in this period. Forward by Andy Peake, chased by Jim Melrose against the young O'Donnell. Must hold him out there. And Cooper is safe. As the referee blows the whistle for the end of the first half, the big surprise is there haven't been any goals. A brilliant penalty save by Paul Cooper in the 11th minute. A couple of anxious moments after that. And three superb saves by Bob Boulder, the Charlton player of the season. But so far, no score here at Portman Road. Half-time, Ipswich 0, Charlton 0. Welcome back to Portman Road. They do say the First Division football is worth, in status and cash, something like £1 million. That's Leeds' estimation of it. I dare say it might be worth slightly less to Ipswich and Charlton, but certainly tremendous amount at stake in this playoff system. But 0-0 at the moment. It might be slightly different if John Dean was playing. But John, I gather you're immediately going for a knee operation.
Well, I think it's speculation to say that it might be different if I was playing. The fact that you were saying that it cost £1 million, I don't think that's true. It's more of the fact that you can't put a price on it for players to play in the First Division. As you said, I am going away into hospital. I've got to get away about 5-10 minutes early, so if everything goes par for the course, it'll probably end up with Ipswich winning 3-0 with all the goals in the last 5 minutes.
And how long will you be inside and under the knife?
I shall be in just for a couple of days. It's only an exploratory operation. In fact, you don't even feel the instrument going inside. You need one of these newfangled machines.
Right, we wish you the best of luck with that. And Ipswich building up from the back here. Wilson down to Duzell, who had a sparkling first half. Yallop pushing forward. Forward he goes again, but there wasn't much hope there. Well won by Yallop, but it's Charlton perhaps building a break here. Atkins stops them for the moment. And furious out there. This is cup tie football, and a bit of anxiety from Frank Yallop. Just at the time when they were building a bit of pressure. Of course, Charlton have spent far more money on their side this season than Ipswich have. Charlton have had their problems over the years, but they've produced cash this time in a way that Ipswich never could. There's a free kick then to Charlton. Thompson has come up. Miller is making his way up slowly. Walsh and Reed. Reed's done well. That's a good cross. And a reaching header from Melrose. Just not quite able to get to it and get over it. A good jump, you know, he timed his jump well, and thankfully he wasn't able to get too much direction on the header. The fullback done well, he wriggled himself about and managed to get a good cross in. Nice play by Stephen McCullough. And the ball for Jason Duzell to chase, he might get there. Duzell didn't hit it cleanly.
Well, just like I was saying earlier in the game, he's had a tremendous game, lovely silky skills, turns the ball, plays it as good as any player in the league outside the box, and then gets around 6 yards from goal, and sadly all goes to pot.
Here's Mark Stewart. Crooks is in the middle. It's away by Atkins, and Duzell a bit of space. Cleghorn on the left. Lovely play. 19 years of age and looking a veteran. Cleghorn to Duzell. It wasn't an easy ball for him, but he finds a man and Brennan shoots wide. Still not hitting them cleanly, but the build-up was quick and interesting. Atkins with Crooks. Melrose here. Trying to find Stewart out here with Yallop. Stewart's done well. And too deep. Although it'll be picked up by George Shipley. No, it won't. Fair cross, but just a bit too strong. Cleghorn. Away by McCall, picked up by Thompson. And that'll go out. Well, hardly surprising that both sides have had a few problems scoring goals at periods this season. Charlton have a pretty good defensive record, but it's their goals for that have probably put them in trouble in the First Division. And there's a free kick to Ipswich. Sondervan, right-hand side of the midfield at this moment. O'Donnell is pushing forward to the edge of the area. There's a bit of space here for Jockey Wilson. Can he get one back? And knocked out. The only thing that Steve Britt could do Good quick thinking though by Atkins to get Wilson through there, and the cross not quite dangerous enough, but a corner for Ipswich, the third they've had. Humes coming in, O'Donnell gets up. Zondervan does well to get a foot to that. Lovely control under pressure. The call to Atkins, down the right goes Zondervan. He's got Reed on him, 1 against 1, and Reed wins. Not a good clearance though. In quickly to young O'Donnell. In 2 minds, but still Ipswich. Atkins. Again a good ball. Jason Dazelle, can he pull this one back? Wilson coming in. A great recovery tackle by Miller.
Yeah, great recovery tackle by Miller. We tried to play Jason offside, and he's fairly quick over 4 or 5 yards. A super play again by Ian Atkins there. He saw the situation, saw the space. He's learnt a lot at Everton, obviously, and he's a great player for us. Wonderful appetite for the game.
Corner then to Ipswich from Brennan. In comes O'Donnell. There's Humes. And, oh, just wide. And Boulder was beaten probably for the first time by Tony Humes' header.
Yeah, first time that he's been beaten. Lovely looping head back towards the far post. Sadly, there was no one to just put the finishing touch to it.
How close was that then?
Well, have a look now. He gets up ever so well. Lovely jump. Great time. Times the header ever so well. You'd bank your bottom dollar that's going to go in the net there, and it's gone past the post.
Here's Atkins with a free kick, and not such a good one though. Nothing like the right angle. Back in by Steve McCaw. Hard one for Melrose, and it was a good header by Humes. Stewart, nice control. Given away though to Zondervan. Lovely couple of touches. He's still got it. Wilson's on his right. Gazelle's over the far side, and it's deflected. Zondervan gets in. It's away by Stewart. Nice play by Melrose under great pressure. And a handball by Crooks. Referee about 10 yards away from that one.
Manager's made a tactical change, Jeddy. He's pushed young Chris O'Donnell into midfield, and he's put Tony Humes in the heart of the defence. I don't know why he's done that, but obviously he's got his reasons.
There's McCall's cross, there's Wilson, and Zondervan couldn't quite get there. Well, this is an interesting one because Wilson was getting a useful header in against the big guys.
Yeah, when you're playing him up front by himself, it's important that the midfield players get up and support Jockey. I don't know whether Romeo might have been able to get any further forward than he was. No, not really, he's a long way away from it.
Call, and it didn't bounce too well for O'Donnell. Zondervan coming back well. The agonised face of Mark Stewart looking towards the referee. "20 minutes of the game left." O'Donnell makes a bit of a mess of it. Forward by Walsh. It's a good ball to Crooks. He's quick. He's got a good left foot, and here's Melrose.
Good play from the two front men together there. Garth Crooks got himself into a good position. Could have had a swipe at it, but he decided not to, and laid it square. You know, good thinking. And Melrose might have done better than he did actually there.
Lovely ball from Walsh to put Crooks through in the first place, and Crooks immediately making up his mind to check it back. And the target looked pretty big from here.
Yeah, should have done better there. Really, thankfully he didn't.
Play goes on with 2 substitutes warming up. Stewart getting in the way, but out of play. The Charlton substitute, Ralph Milne. So substitution here for Ipswich. Mish Gabray coming on on the field.
Tony Hume's going off. He's had flu for a week or so, and he's had a bug. He's had a long hard season. He only had the youth team last year, and he might even be carrying a knock. We'll see what Michigan do now. Hopefully we'll get some balls in the air to him.
And O'Donnell's dropped back into the back four. Davray obviously getting up front. Here's Dazelle. Leghorn couldn't get that one forward. Brennan can't get this one. Forward by Shipley, but much too optimistic, and Crooks says something to him. There's Mish Davray ready to challenge immediately for anything in the air. But Charlton kicking for touch and kicking for space quite a lot now. They've won another corner.
Another corner. I think the way the games were set out, the competition was geared to the first division team staying up, and it was no surprise really that they've come here to try and get a draw.
Here's the corner. Boulder stays there. O'Donnell's in, and here's Atkins. Oh, almost deflected by fullback Reed. The goalkeeper couldn't have seen that, and we've got two bodies in that goal area after Atkins' shot caused the trouble. Well, clash of heads there as it comes out to Atkins. Down go the bodies, driven forward. Reed obviously gets in the way of goalkeeper Boulder, and he's fortunate to grab it. 2 minutes to go. Ipswich desperate for some sort of a break, but we get nothing here as Charlton get a free kick for the elbow. And the knot of Charlton supporters up the other end break into song. It's been a tough season for them. They've enjoyed the trip to Wembley, but it looks as they're going to enjoy Sunday morning at Selhurst Park for the moment. Wilson wins that one. Davray getting it wide to Leghorn as it bobbles on the pitch, and away comes Steve Gwynn. They could have John Humphrey back, right back, Charlton, and they could also have Peter Shirtliff in the centre of defence on Sunday, but Ipswich will certainly give them a fight. And with their five-man midfield and the lone Wilson up front, it could be to their advantage, the counter-attacks. Leghorn couldn't get there. O'Donnell's first, and Cooper fast off his line and gets it forward again. Thompson, an easy one. Donald does well, but it's a head tennis at the moment. It's got to be hopeful stuff. Leghorn retrieving well. Not good enough as Charlton have a packed midfield. There's only one player up front, it's Crooks, but he's got some pace. You've got to be careful. They're coming up in support now. In for the danger man, Walsh. Up against McCall, and Atkins controls well. He's had a great game. Well, a number of the Ipswich players have played well, but hanging on to the hopes of First Division now. And it's into time added on, and they haven't got that breakthrough. Miller pumping it forward for Crooks. Charlton will be pretty happy about the way things have gone in most areas, despite that penalty miss. Brennan, the referee's just looked at his watch as Yallop punts that one forward for Wilson. Miller's with him. Down goes Wilson. It's a free kick. We're well into time added on now. Bringing back memories of this last game last year when they had a free kick against Oxford. And it was a draw and they got a goal in injury time. Well, could they do the same here? They're piling into the penalty area. Davray's making a run. Zondervan's cross. It isn't quite good enough, and Boulder picks it up from his own man. And there is the whistle for the end of the game. The scores are still level, which Charlton no doubt will regard as a result very much in their favour. Perhaps an uphill battle for Ipswich at Selhurst Park on Sunday, but it certainly can still be done. The final score, Ipswich 0, Charlton 0. Joining me in the Ipswich boardroom, goalkeeper Paul Cooper. Paul, well done yourself, but a result that perhaps you could have improved on, do you think?
Yes, we're a little bit disappointed. The tie's not over yet, but it should have been. I think we've had 3 or 4 very good chances, and we haven't sort of made them pay. So we're a little bit disappointed in our performance tonight.
But I suppose it could have been worse had you not saved that penalty. Tell us what was going through your mind there, because it's a reasonable record you've got with these penalty saves, isn't it?
Yes, I mean, I think it was a very dubious penalty in the first instance, but sort of leave all the complaints to the players and try and guess the right way. Unfortunately, I guessed the right way, and when I actually saved it, I was a bit too far over, and I lost sight of the ball, and I didn't know where it had gone. So that was my main concern, where the ball had gone.
But when you say guess, do you actually decide to go by the way the player shapes up, or make up your mind earlier?
Well, it's a bit of both, really. I mean, it's all chaeology and trying to work out where he's putting it, if he's left-footed, right-footed, and at the end, it's sheer luck.
But what was the mood like in the dressing room? Because, as you say, the tie isn't over yet. You have had experience of European ties where you've picked things up away from home.
Well, I have, but not a lot of the other players are. It's not over yet. I mean, the important thing for us was a clean sheet, and we got the clean sheet because after extra time, away goals count double. So obviously, if we score 1 goal away from home, a 1-1 draw will do us after extra time. So the onus is on Charlton to come out and attack.
But they showed some reasonable skills and a solid side. What did you think of them?
They're a first division team. I mean, under the old system, I mean, we wouldn't have been playing for anything now. We'd have been still in the second division. And the same goes for them, they'd have still been in the first division. So it's a bonus for us, and it's up to them to stay in this first division.
So a bit of frustration there for Ipswich. Let's just check the other relevant results. Leeds 1, Oldham 0, an 89th minute goal from Keith Edwards in Colchester's group. Aldershot 1, Bolton 0, another late goal there. And Colchester 0, Wolverhampton 2. Colchester, of course, hoping to follow in the footsteps of Northampton and Southend into the third division, but here they were up against a very good Wolves side. Wolves had won 11 of their last 12 games. Very good gate at Layer Road, close to 5,000, but they saw Wolves play football capable very much of being in the third division. 2 goals in the space of 4 minutes in the first half from Robert Kelly and from Stephen Bull put them in control. Although Colchester did miss a few chances in the second half, Wolves looked a very good side. Anyhow, you can see action from that game in About Anglia tomorrow. So it looks like being a pretty busy weekend. We've got the small matter of the FA Cup. We've got another round of the playoffs on Sunday, with more nail-biting to come. Hope you enjoyed our little escapade tonight. Good night.